Like little niggas out, big niggas out. I knock all that shit, nigga. They touching that ground, nigga. When I hit them, they touching that floor. Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
Jermell Charlo has finally broken his silence, and he did it by calling out the one man who has publicly embarrassed him over the years, Terence Crawford. Charlo went live, speaking openly and without filters, to confront the pound-for-pound star who once labeled him a fake person. But this call-out is more than just another boxing challenge. It's the peak of a long-running feud built on public humiliation, ringside taunts, and accusations of betrayal. Charlo now wants to settle everything once and for all and prove his true self to the world.
I don't know what's happening with the boxing world. It was like right after my era with the Canelo shit, it was like I started to watch boxing change, and I got my little distance, and I thought that it was important for me to just focus strictly on my family and my kids and my life and my future. And I got M's. I got hella M's because I was knocking them niggas out before they was even boxing. They started boxing. All these boxers that's really. I'm in the third generation of boxing. Right? I was fighting when Mayweather was fighting. I was fighting when De La Hoya was fighting. I fought on Bernard Hopkins on the card. Throw me some motherfucking hearts, because half of you niggas ain't never did that. Even if you listening. Y'all gotta remember that. I fought when my coach Juan Guzman fought. Yeah. I fought on his undercard.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I remember.
I come from a different era in boxing.
Jermell Charlo has once again brought up Terence Crawford's name, this time in a new public statement where he called for a fight with the man many see as the pound-for-pound number one. But what really grabbed attention wasn't the challenge itself, it was Charlo's tone. He sounded unusually respectful, saying it would be an honor to share the ring with Crawford. He even admitted that Crawford accomplished something he never did, a clear and humble nod to Crawford's historic, undisputed achievements.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best shit. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these shits. I'm with the old school boxing. I'm following all of the Muhammad Ali Act and all that shit. I mean, man, whatever. Y'all want to change shit? Change. If they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me.
On the surface, it may look like one champion respectfully challenging another, but behind this polite tone lies a much deeper and more personal history between the two men.
I'm not moving up in weight. I really like the weight I'm in. I'm slim. I was out of my element. Some people can operate better when they out of their element. I'm not. I know how to be dealt with. But call me Money Mel, bitch, for the rest of this day. I'm fucking Money Mel, and we're turning the money.
To see what's really going on, you have to look back at the lowest point of Charlo's career, because this isn't the first time he's tried calling Crawford out. His original attempt was in September 2023, but the situation was completely different. Instead of confidence, it came off as desperation. Charlo had just been thoroughly dominated and embarrassed for 12 one-sided rounds by Canelo Alvarez inside the T-Mobile Arena. Standing there in the aftermath of that defeat, shaken and exposed, he grabbed the mic and tried to call Crawford out on the spot, using that moment of frustration to shift attention away from the loss.
Terence Crawford could be on the radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, But he's a champion. He's great at what he do. I haven't been beefing, truthfully. He's just feeling himself right now, and he's a top dog. He's moving up in weight, and everybody want to fight the best. 168 considerably still kind of like not my weight division because it's not as easy to make 168. I have to gain weight and gaining weight when you're working really hard is really tough, you know. You can easily walk around at 168, you know. So I'm definitely not the naturally bigger fighter. So 168 is not my weight division. I think I would have to see him in a different weight category.
The most shocking part was that Terence Crawford was sitting right there at ringside, witnessing every second of Charlo's painful defeat. He saw the struggle, he heard the call-out, and instead of showing interest in a future fight, he chose to tear Charlo apart. Crawford jumped on social media right after the bout and openly mocked Charlo's performance against Canelo, ridiculing his effort in front of the entire boxing world. Crawford's dislike for Charlo goes far beyond normal boxing rivalry. It's personal. When an interviewer directly asked him, "I feel like you don't like Jermell," Crawford didn't blink before responding, "I don't." There was no pause, no softening. He went straight into the heart of the problem, attacking Charlo's character instead of his skills. Crawford claimed Charlo is a fake individual, someone who puts on an act for attention, insisting that the bold, loud image he shows the world is nothing more than a performance.
You got Jermell, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
What's the thing about Jermell? Oh, I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if
I don't.
You got respect for Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god damn.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars, we talking about all different type of stuff. Once, you know, I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stablemates. He trained with Arrow Coach, and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out, and, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man.
When Crawford called him a fake individual, Jermell Charlo responded with one of the strangest deflections in boxing history. Instead of confronting the insult, he pretended to be unaware, claiming he didn't follow interviews or blogs and insisting he had no issues with Crawford, even saying they were cool and he didn't understand what Crawford's problem was. But that act of confusion didn't last long. His tone soon shifted into arrogance. Charlo dismissed Crawford by calling himself a superstar on a completely different level, questioned why he should care about a fighter who isn't even in his weight class, and wrapped up by saying he wasn't trying to start beef with anyone in the sport.
Crawford ain't did shit in 154. How y'all want him to fight me? I'm telling you, I'm trying to become undisputed right now. How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like what connection do he got to this world? Where that tall, lanky motherfucker at? Maybe I'll be the shot caller. Make the decisions on who I want to fight next. Fondora, go fight somebody else. I don't know. Crawford, go fight. Y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy. When he fighting again? Shit. When the fuck is he fighting again? Like, who the fuck he fought last? Like, I don't even know nothing about the kid. Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking compare. I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147, at 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. 147, 154, 160, 68. This shit is different.
What is the thing with you and Terence Crawford? Why he keep calling you out? He don't even fight in your weight class.
Well,
I guess he has plans on moving up to fight in your weight class. But what is it? Is it personal? Is it because it seemed like it's something personal, like he trying to fight everybody in y'all camp?
Right, and that's cool. I think that Terence Crawford could be on the marketing point. He could be using it that way because, you know, like I hear.
But Charlo's denial only fueled the fire, since Crawford had already made it clear what the issue was. The shocking part is that this tension wasn't always there, which makes Charlo's "I don't know what his problem is" comment feel disingenuous. Crawford says the hatred stems from what he sees as a personal betrayal. He explained that he used to be close with both Jermell and his twin, Jamal. They were friendly and stayed in touch. According to Crawford, everything changed once he moved up in weight and became a direct rival to the Charlos and their stablemate, Errol Spence. Suddenly, the friendly relationship vanished. Crawford claims Jermell began talking badly about him, saying sly things behind his back, a behavior Crawford viewed as weak and fake, proving that the friendship had never been genuine.
Like one of the Charlo brothers, that's true, or both of them?
Yeah, man.
Is that still real?
He's a groupie. You know what I mean? Like,
Talking shit, bud.
I just feel like ever since I moved, and they was cool. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with Jermell. Jermell's still cool people, but Jermell, like, dude, just like weird. Like, he always angry. He always yelling. He always, you know, doing some off the wall psycho type stuff.
But what is it between y'all two? How did that happen?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I moved up in weight, and soon as I called out Spence and my name was being involved in Spence, he act like that was his fiance or something. You know, he felt as if Earl couldn't speak for herself. He was, oh, Earl Spence do this, Earl Spence do that, and you too little, and Lions, and it's Texas.
To make it even sharper, Crawford turned his rivalry into a way to highlight Charlo's biggest flaw. While calling Jermell fake, he praised Errol Spence Jr., the fighter he had gone through a brutal historic battle with, calling Spence real and genuine. It's striking. Crawford showed more respect for a man he fought against than for someone he once considered a friend.
I'm not in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody's trying to get the answer to. That came out with Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So we shall see.
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can't. He's going to, but he can't.
This comparison was a deliberate insult meant to single out Jermell, portraying him as the fake element in what used to be their friendship. Crawford's message was clear. Even in the toughest battles, fighters like Spence show honor, but with Charlo, there's only deception. The stakes of this real versus fake narrative are huge, and the entire boxing world has taken notice.
Jermell Charlo, he calls out Terence Crawford.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. There's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now.
I remember after Jermell Charlo took on Saul Canelo Alvarez, before Terence Crawford did the magnificent beating Saul Canelo Alvarez, right after that, Terence Crawford, he showed his disinterest in fighting Jermell Charlo. But now Jermell Charlo is saying, yo, give me Bud, you know, he deserves it. But my thing is this, Jermell's been out for like 2 years. I think it'd be something that everybody would be salivating over. They would want the fight, but they would definitely want the fight if Jermell comes back and he knocks somebody completely out. He knocks somebody completely out nasty style, then whatever he has to say on the mic calling out Bud Crawford, people will start saying, Bud Crawford, where you at? And if Bud Crawford doesn't take the challenge, people love to jump on Doc around a pizza.
Unbelievable, man. This Jermell Charlo. I can't believe he's even asking for a fight like that. This is a man who fought, you know, his last fight was Saul Canelo Alvarez was in 2023, and now it's 2025, October 2025, and he's calling out Terence Crawford, the biggest name in boxing. Why should you get that?
In a recent interview, analyst Greg Hackett warned that Charlo is in a do-or-die situation. He said the fight is especially compelling because of Charlo's weak showing against Canelo. Hackett's message was harsh. Charlo cannot afford to perform poorly again. If Bud outclasses him after his embarrassment against Canelo, the boxing world will likely write him off as a fraud, proving that his previous reputation was undeserved.
Turkey, get turkey money. Turkey money, hey man, where the turkey money at? What time the turkey money? Fucking money is money. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who giving it. I'm not here to fight for y'all. Like, what y'all want me to do and shit. Like, nigga, I'm doing me. Got my career. Fought 38 times. Got wins and losses and knocked a lot of motherfuckers out. And I'm the Kobe Bryant. You heard it. Y'all see it? Of boxing and where I'm at. So what y'all mean?
Plan for the mega fight with you and Crawford? for 154?
If we can make it at that weight division, I mean, whatever weight division I'm at, if wherever we still boxing at the same time, let's do it. I'm down to fight any one of these motherfuckers. I ain't here for the money. I'm here to win. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, the money already here, and I got it already, and it's gonna come. More gonna come. But why would I get in the ring over, an injury? You know.
This fight isn't just about money. It's about saving Charlo's entire legacy. The tension adds extra drama, especially as Hackett recalled the moment Bud, while dominating Spence, pointed at Charlo and shouted, "You're next," making the personal stakes even higher.
What is that weight class? Nah, that nigga ain't in my weight class. Bro, I'm fighting Canelo next. I don't know what that nigga talking about. I'm undisputed at 154. I already did that. Some niggas can't fuck with me, nigga.
This brings us to the present. Charlo hasn't stepped into the ring even once since that humiliating loss to Canelo over 2 years ago. Now he's back, insisting that his motivation isn't money, saying, "I ain't here for the money's already here." He claims his focus now is purely on winning.
I don't even want to see, only interested in fights that make sense and make money. And the fights that make sense and make money. Virgil, great fighter. Virgil could fight. Earl, De La Hoya, them got such a stud with them, this and that. I see he had some injuries and came back and health issues and this and that. And Virgil, he can go a long way. He got a tough fight with Lubin. Yeah, Lubin ain't no hope. It's just that I'm a legend, legendary.
But those words feel empty for a few reasons. First, Terence Crawford recently did what Charlo couldn't. He moved up in weight and defeated Canelo Alvarez, the very fighter who humiliated Charlo. That win immediately put Crawford on another level, leaving Charlo on the outside, desperate for the man he supposedly betrayed. Charlo's call-out might not even get a response.
Jermell Charlo thinks he would give Terence Bud Crawford the best fight of today's era. Listen, I'm all for confidence, but let me make this very clear. Jermell Charlo and Terence Bud Crawford would not go over really well. Sure, the build-up process would be funny. Sure, it might be entertaining, but Terence Bud Crawford will put a whooping on Jermell.
It's not just a question of whether Crawford will entertain a fight with someone he's labeled fake. It's also about whether Charlo is even the most dangerous or worthy opponent for him.
His biggest weapon is, I think, everything. He can hit, he can take a punch, he can move too. He's tall. I think he have everything. But I'm used to.
Crawford already has a lineup of fighters waiting for him, and things look even worse for Charlo as top promoters like Eddie Hearn have publicly questioned him. Hearn has suggested that fighters like Charlo aren't truly seeking a challenge. They just drive up the price and are mainly chasing one last big payday.
I just don't believe he'll take it. I mean, these guys, they just price themselves out straight away. And they go, "Oh, no, it's just my worth." It's not your worth, mate. I know the numbers, and if you want the fight, and listen, you'll be very well paid. But if you actually want the fight rather than want a payday, let's talk.
This isn't just a typical call-out. It's a clash of philosophies. On one side is Crawford, a fighter who values real respect and authenticity above all else, and on the other is Charlo, the man Crawford has labeled as fake to his very core.
And just seeing the fact that obviously undisputed is what you want. You're obviously going to be rooting for Jermell to win his fight so that he maintains that. That's the specific guy that you would want. Or is it just 154?
Yeah, that would be the guy that I want. But, if for whatever reason he don't be victorious, I want to go at the guy that beat him. When you look at all the great fighters, they was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes. So it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about.
Is Charlo's new respectful challenge a true call from a humbled warrior ready for a real fight? Or is it just one last desperate attempt from a fighter who's been exposed, hoping to cash in on one final big payday from the man who controls the matchup?
When Bud walks in the room, the energy changes. He's just a different dude. Mel Charlo has a lot of that same energy. The energy just changes. And I think when you have that type of scenario, that fight is very makeable. I think it's highly likely you see Bud versus Mel in the ring.
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our future uploads. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.